Mega Marino. His name is Mega Marino.
Mega Man maker Battan, originally from Mega Man 4. Battans have no color options, but you can set up how many times they jump. Battans are also known as Battan in Japan. Shoutouts to VXW.
Battan.
Battans have infinite health as they can't be damaged or killed.
Battan.
Battans are green grasshopper-like robot creatures. They one-hit kill you when they land on you. But man, they're super cute, but stay on top of them. Don't let them touch you. Cute little buddies.
Cute little buddies.
In terms of movement, Battans hop in a fixed trajectory. You can stand on them and not take damage. I'd say they're more of a platform than a damage-dealing normal enemy. So if you trigger them, make sure not to stand underneath them. Battans mainly appear in Brightman stage and take up 4 tiles of space.
Battan. Battan. Battan.
In case of enemy spam, Battans will try to crush you. The enemy's in-game description is Battan, not to be confused with Battan, Ratton, or Ratton. Jumps when stood on. Subscribe for more. Mega Man maker Docron, originally from Mega Man 4.
Docron.
Docrons have no color options, but can be placed left or right. Docrons are also known as Docron in Japan. Spooky skulls!
Docron.
Docrons have 1 health, and the spawners have 4 health, and they can be shot as soon as they spawn.
Docron. Docron.
Docrons are moving skull land grading robots. They deal 4 damage on contact.
Spooky skulls.
In terms of movement, Docron spawn by a hatch and attack only by rolling towards Mega Man. It also has a spawner that stays stationary on the ceiling, dropping Docrons. Docrons mainly appear in Dr. Cossack's Citadel and take up 4 tiles of space.
Docron. Docron.
In case of enemy spam, Docrons can be matched down, dodged, or killed with a charge shot. The enemy's in-game description is Docron, small skull vehicle that dies in 1 hit. I wonder who designed it. Subscribe for more. Mega Man maker Gachappon, originally from Mega Man 4.
Gachappon.
Gachappons have no color options or variants. Gachappons are also known as Gachappons in Japan.
Gachappon.
Gachappons have a massive 12 health, and they can be shot anywhere on the body. Gachappons are vending machine robots. They deal 6 damage on contact or 2 damage from any of its projectiles. It shoots red projectiles and white projectiles, and they act completely different. This is an amazing enemy. In terms of movement, Gachappon stays stationary on the ground and shoot energy shots from its mouth and launch other projectiles in various arcs from its top. Gachappons mainly appear in Brightman stage and Dustman stage and take up 8 tiles of space.
Gachappon. Gachappon.
In case of enemy spam, Gachappons just have too much health to deal with in abundance. The enemy's in-game description is Gachappon alternates between firing gumballs at you and firing low bullets. Is that what they are? Subscribe for more. Mega Man maker Garyoby, originally from Mega Man 4. Garyobys can be red, yellow, orange, or green. Garyobys are also known as Garyoby in Japan.
Garyoby.
Garyobys have 3 health and they can only be shot or killed with certain weapons.
Garyoby.
Garyobys are mobile saw blades that move like spines. They deal 2 damage on contact. Just be careful of their speed.
Garyoby.
In terms of movement, Garyobys initially move forward slowly, turning around when they reach a ledge or wall. If Mega Man is near them grounded, they'll move faster. Definitely a solid little enemy. Garyobys appear all over Mega Man 4 and take up 1 tile of space.
Garyoby.
In case of enemy spam, Garyobys cannot be handled by Buster, so prepare to dodge. The enemy's in-game description is Garyoby, saw blade that slides along the ground, invulnerable to almost all attacks. Subscribe for more. Mega Man maker Helipon, originally from Mega Man 4.
Helipon.
Helipons have no color options or variants. Helipons are also known as Helipon in Japan. These are solid little enemies.
Helipon.
Helipons have only 1 health, and they can be shot as soon as they appear on screen. Helipons are flying robot turret enemies. They deal 4 damage on contact or 2 damage from its projectiles. If spawned midair, it will have a chance to home in on the player before landing.
Helipon.
In terms of movement, Helipons fly and home in on you until it senses the ground. Then it drops and acts like a turret. While grounded, it will shoot a horizontally traveling bullet at the player every few seconds. Helipons mainly appear in Drillman stage and take up 2 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, Helipons only have 1 HP, so they can be matched down or killed in packs with a charge shot. The enemy's in-game description is Helipon flies and homes in on you until it senses ground, then drops and acts like a turret. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Ladder Press, originally from Mega Man 4. Ladder presses can be green or orange or red. Ladder presses are also known as Rada Pressu in Japan. These guys make you wait, so patience is required. Ladder presses have infinite health as they can't be killed. However, they can be frozen.
Ladder press. Ladder press.
Ladder presses are spiked hand-like presses usually found on ladders. They deal 4 damage on contact.
Ladder press.
In terms of movement, ladder presses go up and down in a ladder while open. They typically can't be jumped on, however if you use a weapon like topspin, you can. Ladder presses mainly appear in Dr. Cossack's Citadel and take up 3 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, ladder presses deal 4 damage and can't be killed, so you'll probably just die if you're not patient. The enemy's in-game description is ladder press, moves up and down ladders, occasionally chomping to knock you off. Chomp chomp.
Chomp chomp.
Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Minoan, originally from Mega Man 4.
Minoan.
Minoans have no color options or variants. Minoans are also known as Minoan in Japan. Spin to win, baby.
Spin to win, baby.
Minoan.
Minoans have 2 health and they can only be shot once they open their body. Spin to win. Minoans are fan blade robots originally used for lawn mowing. They deal 4 damage on contact or if they fall on you. These guys can be tricky.
Minoan.
In terms of movement, Minoans stay up and mount on a ceiling. While hanging, the Minoan is invincible to most weapons. If you get close or the mount is destroyed, the Minoan will drop down, open up, and spin towards you.
Minoan.
In case of enemy spam, Minoans can be handled with a charge shot once exposed. Minoans mainly appear in Brightman stage and Wily stages and take up 4 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is Minoan, weaponized ceiling fan that drops down when approached, then twirls around. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Mummira, originally from Mega Man 4.
Mummira. Mummira.
Mummiras have no color options or variants. Mummiras are also known as Mummira in Japan. Shoutouts to Mummira.
Mummira.
Mummiras have a whopping 6 health and they can only be shot once they expose themselves.
Mummira.
Mummiras are mummy robots originally designed as a pyramid exploring robot. They deal 6 damage on contact or 2 damage from its head projectiles. It's not a daddy, it's a mummy. In terms of movement, Mummiras emerge from hidden doors and throw their heads at the player by pulling their wrappings off. They can be jumped over or slid past once they go in their hidden door. Mummiras mainly appear in Pharaoh Man stage and take up 4 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, Mummiras have tons of health and aren't always on screen, so they can be a bit trolly in packs. The enemy's in-game description is Mummira, mummy that appears out of a door and throws its head at you. Wow, wacky. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Pakatto 24, originally from Mega Man 4. Pakatto 24s have no color options or variants. Pakatto 24s are also known as Pakatto 24 in Japan.
Pakatto 24.
Pakatto 24s have 1 health and they can only be shot once they expose themselves. Pakatto 24s are gun enemies. They deal 4 damage on contact and 2 damage from its projectile bullets. These little bastards will snipe you.
Pakatto 24.
In terms of movement, Pakatto 24s open periodically and have a tricky shooting window. It can only be hit when it's shooting, but there is a short time between shots, so hitting it is tricky. Pakatto 24s appear all throughout Mega Man 4 and take up 4 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, Pakatto 24s have a shield, so you can't mash them down until they expose themselves, or you can jump over them. The enemy's in-game description is Pakatto 24, cannon that makes itself vulnerable when it shoots. Everyone's favorite. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Ratton, originally from Mega Man 4.
Ratton.
Rattons have no color options or variants. Rattons are also known as Ratton in Japan. Dirty rat bastards.
Dirty rat bastards.
Rattons have 2 health and they can be shot as soon as they appear on screen.
Ratton. Ratton.
Rattons are robot rats originally made to catch bugs in the sewers. They deal 4 damage on contact.
Ratton. Ratton.
In terms of movement, Rattons will slowly hop in one direction. Once they hit a wall, they can turn around. And of course, their jumps can be slid under, and it does feel pretty good. And of course, you can jump over them. Rattons mainly appear in Toadman stage and take up 4 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, Rattons can be killed in packs by a single charge shot. The enemy's in-game description is Ratton, not to be confused with Battan, Battan, or Ratton. This mouse only jumps forward. Dirty rat bastard.
Dirty rat bastard.
Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Ring Ring, originally from Mega Man 4.
Ring ring. Ring ring.
Ring rings have two color options. They can be red or orange. Ring rings are also known as Ringer Ringu in Japan.
リンリング。リンリング。
Ring rings have 1 health and they can be shot anytime, anywhere.
Ring ring.
Ring rings are space exploration robots that look like mini versions of the planet Saturn. They deal 4 damage on contact.
リンリング。
In terms of movement, ring rings slowly hunt down the player no matter where they are. They act similar to tellies from Mega Man 2. You should watch that video too, smiley face. You'll find all these enemies on my YouTube. If you leave enough space, you can jump over ring rings. In case of enemy spam, ring rings only have 1 health, so they can be matched down with Buster pretty easily. Ring rings mainly appear in Ringman stage and take up only 1 tile of space. The enemy's in-game description is Ring ring flies towards you at a slow pace. Can someone pick up the phone?
リンリング。
Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Sea Mine, originally from Mega Man 4.
Sea mine.
Sea mines have no color options or variants. Sea mines are also known as kirai in Japan, which means seaman.
Which means seaman.
Sea mine.
Sea mines technically don't have health as they can't die, they just explode. Sea mines are mine obstacles that bob up and down and are invincible to most attacks. Sea mines deal 6 damage from contact or 4 damage from its splash damage explosion. In terms of movement, sea mines bob up and down and they'll explode once the player is in proximity of it. They'll also explode one shot and the splash damage is huge. Sea mines also come with their own spawner. Sea mines mainly appear in Dive Man stage and take up only 1 tile of space.
Sea mine.
In case of enemy spam, sea mines will just explode and kill you, so your best option is to dodge. The enemy's in-game description is Sea mine, a casually floating explosive. Explodes when close to the player. Boom!
Boom. Boom.
Subscribe for more. Shield Attacker, originally from Mega Man 4.
Shield attacker.
Shield attackers have 2 color options, red or pink. Shield attackers are also known as Shiridu Attacker in Japan.
Shield attacker.
Shield attackers have 4 health and they can only be shot on their backside. Shield attackers are flying robot enemies that have an indestructible front. They deal 4 damage on contact. These guys are annoying. In terms of movement, shield attackers were originally defensive shields, but were later modified for combat. They hover back and forth until they hit a wall. Once they do, they'll keep moving. And again, they can only be shot on their backside. Shield attackers mainly appear all throughout Mega Man 4 and take up 4 tiles of space.
シールドアタッカー。
シールドアタッカー。
In case of enemy spam, shield attackers are a real pain in the ass, so just try to dodge them. The enemy's in-game description is Shield attacker, flies back and forth, turning at walls, vulnerable from behind. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Skeleton Joe, originally from Mega Man 4.
Skeleton Joe.
Skeleton Joes have no color options or variants. Skeleton Joes are also known as Sakurutan Joe in Japan. This enemy will give you the bone. Skeleton Joes have 3 health and they cannot be shot when they're in crumbled form.
Skeleton Joe.
Skeleton Joes are variants of Sniper Joes. They deal 4 damage on contact or 2 damage if it bones you.
スケルトン状。スケルトン状。
In terms of movement, Skeleton Joes attack by throwing bone-shaped objects, aka bones. They're on a timer when they target the player, so you can always anticipate when you're about to get boned. Skeleton Joes mainly appear in Skullman stage and take up 4 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, Skeleton Joes can be crumbled with 1 buster shot, which you can walk through them, or they can be killed with a charge shot. The enemy's in-game description is Skeleton Joe throws bones at you, falls apart when hit, becoming invincible temporarily. They'll bone you.
They'll bone you.
Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Skullmet, originally from Mega Man 4.
Skullmet.
Skullmets have no color options or variants. Skullmets are also known as Sakurumeto in Japan. These enemies are decent.
スカルミット。
Skullmets have 3 health and they can only be shot in the face, aka in its eye.
Skullmet.
Skullmets are enemies that look like a skull on the backside. It deals 6 damage on contact or 2 damage from its projectiles.
スカルミット。
In terms of movement, Skullmets stay grounded while lobbing shots and they can be shot in the face and the front side, as it only has 1 single eye. They cannot be jumped over, and typically you can't shoot them in the ass. However, some weapons let you.
スカルミット。
In In case of enemy spam, Skullmets are tanky and can't be jumped over, so you just have to mash them down or use charge shots. Skullmets mainly appear in Skullman stage and take up 4 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is Skullmet, protected from harm on one side, while from the other side it'll fire falling bullets. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Super Ball Machine Jr., originally from Mega Man 4. Super Ball Machine Juniors have no color options or variants. Super Ball Machine Juniors are also known as Junior Supabaru Machine Jr. in Japan. Super Ball Machine Juniors have 4 health, and their balls have 1 health each, and they can be shot anywhere on the cannon's body. Super Ball Machine Juniors are cannon enemies. They deal 6 damage on contact or 1 damage from its big red balls. Who came up with this enemy name?
Super Ball Machine Jr.
In terms of movement, Super Ball Machine Jr. stay stationary and fire big red rubber balls that bounce off the floors and ceilings. They can be shot or jumped on with certain weapons.
スーパーボールマシーンジュニア
In case of enemy spam, Super Ball Machine Juniors have a lot of health, so prepare to mash your balls away. Super Ball Machine Juniors mainly appear in Skullman stage and take up 4 tiles of space. The enemy's in-game description is Super Ball Machine Jr. fires large bullets which bounce off surfaces. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Taketento, originally from Mega Man 4. Taketentos have no color options or variants. Taketentos are also known as Taketento in Japan. Cute little red ladybug buddy.
Taketento Taketento
Taketentos have 2 health, and their propeller has only 1 health.
Taketento
Taketentos are ladybug-like patrol robots made for indoor use. They deal 4 damage on contact or 1 damage from its propeller. In terms of movement, the Taketentos fly straight at first, but when they get close, they lose their propellers and fly towards the player in an erratic pattern. They can easily be jumped over with proper timing and spacing. The Taketentos mainly appear in Dustman and Drillman stage and take up 2 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, Taketentos can be taken out in hordes with a charge shot. The enemy's in-game description is Taketento flies forwards. When approached, it abandons its propeller and chases you. What a pain in the ass.
What a pain in the ass.
Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Togehero, originally from Mega Man 4.
Togehero
Togeheros have 3 color options, green, red, or blue. Togeheros are also known as Togehero in Japan. These enemies are really fun to snipe.
Togehero
Togeheros have only 1 health, and they can be shot as soon as they appear on screen.
Togehero
Togeheros are aerial patrol robots. They deal 4 damage on contact.
Togehero
Togehero
In terms of movement, Togeheros move in a slight wave pattern and extend and retract their spikes in intervals. These guys can be jumped over, slid under, or of course shot. Togeheros mainly appear in Skullman stage and Dr. Cossack Citadel and take up 2 tiles of space. Pretty good enemy.
Pretty good enemy.
In case of enemy spam, Togeheros can be mashed down in packs, or you can kill a ton of them with a single charge shot. The enemy's in-game description is Togehero flies from one side of the screen to the other, slowly moving up and down. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Totem Polen, originally from Mega Man 4.
Totem Polen
Totem Polens have no color options or variants. Totem Polens are also known as Totem Polen in Japan, one of my personal favorite enemies in the game. Totem Polens have a whopping 8 health, and they can be shot anywhere on the body. Totem Polens were originally designed to ward off robbers. They deal 6 damage on contact or 2 damage from its red projectiles.
Totem Polen
In terms of movement, Totem Polens cannot be jumped over, and if the player tries to leap over the Totem Polens without destroying it, the enemy itself will leap and hit him. Totem Polens mainly appear in Brightman stage and take up a massive 10 tiles of space. These are big poles.
Totem Polen
In case of enemy spam, Totem Polens have a ton of health and take up a ton of space, so good luck mashing them all down. The enemy's in-game description is Totem Polen leaps upwards to attack you, if not destroyed. Such a good enemy. Subscribe for more. Mega Man Maker Wall Blaster, originally from Mega Man 4. Wall Blasters have no color options, but can be placed left or right. Wall Blasters are also known as Waru Burasuta in Japan. These enemies are scary snipers. Snipey snipey. Wall Blasters have 5 health, and they can be shot anywhere on the body. They are the epitome of bullet hell support.
Wall Blaster Wall Blaster
Wall Blasters are wall-mounted cannon enemies that deal 4 damage on contact or 2 damage from its projectiles.
Wall Blaster Wall Blaster
terms of movement, wall blasters can aim in 7 different directions and shoot 3 shots at a time. They can be tricky to dodge depending on the timing and spacing of the player, so be careful. Wall blasters mainly appear in Ringman stage and take up 6 tiles of space. In case of enemy spam, wall blasters will snipe you down before you can kill them all. The enemy's in-game description is, wall blaster, shoots 3 shots at a time, angling itself to aim at you, creatively named. Subscribe for more. Mega Man maker Whopper, originally from Mega Man 4.
Whopper, Whopper,
Whoppers have no color options or variants. Whoppers are also known as Whopper in Japan. Yes, just like the Burger King Whopper. Whopper! Whoppers have an awkward 9 health, which is 3 charge shots. Whopper!
Whopper, Whopper,
Whoppers are pseudo mini-bosses. They deal 8 damage on contact or 4 damage from its rings, and they can only be shot when they expose their eyes. Whopper! In terms of movement, Whoppers stay grounded and it's protected by its big green rings. When it launches its rings in 6 directions, it becomes vulnerable. Whoppers mainly appear in Ringman stage and take up only 6 tiles of space. Whopper! In case of enemy spam, Whoppers can lock boss doors, but in case it doesn't, just simply damage boost over these guys. They hit like a truck, but damage boost them for sure. The enemy's in-game description is, Whopper fires a burst of 6 rings, leaving its eyes vulnerable. Subscribe for more. God damn it, dude.
Mega Marino. His name is Mega Marino.